The Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get down to business with this road battle looming. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look at the picturesque city of Portland. Welcome everyone to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And now, a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Friday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Then, on Monday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Nuggets coach Mike Malone is the son of longtime NBA assistant coach Brendan Malone, who was on the staff with the late Chuck Daly in Detroit when the Pistons won back-to-back NBA titles. Malone's dad told him not to get into coaching with its nomadic lifestyle and volatility. Michael said, "I knew the pitfalls. My father said, all right, if you're going to be a coach, be a great coach. If you have a passion, you've got to follow that passion." Kevin?
Yeah, some pretty sound advice. Thanks, D.A. Oh, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, McCollum the 2 and Hood the 3. Whiteside is out there with Anthony. And it's Lillard in at the point. Hood finds Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum, good on the baseline J. McCollum's got the first basket of the game for the Trailblazers.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Porter. Shoots over Lillard. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The kick out to Porter. Murray for 3. Drills it from outside.
Boy, Murray has such a soft ball. I mean, he shoots a soft shot, especially from deep where he is automatic.
Now, here's Lillard. The 3 from McCollum. And it's Jokic with the rebound. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Here's McCollum. And the pass to Whiteside. Clock at 6. Over Harris. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Hard to prevent the bigger guy from getting a clean look there.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Porter. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Now here's Whiteside. The dish now to McCollum. Anthony on the wing, shoots from the corner, up again, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here's Porter, out to Harris. Stolen by McCollum. It's Lillard, top of the key. And then Lillard slams it in.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Lillard against Murray. passes it to Jokic. Left side, Harris. Outside, Porter. Fires from deep. And again, Denver with the triple.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
McCollum passes to Whiteside. Lillard against Murray. Here's McCollum. They get it back.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Porter, no luck. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Kicks it to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Whiteside against Jokic. Here's Harris, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
I like the competitive juice of Gary Harris. He wants to win every game, and he plays for his team at a high level.
And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
The first free throw is good.
I love the way Gary Harris has played early in his career, but I think last season was solid, but a step back from what he was hoping for. His scoring and shooting dipped, and he just couldn't seem to find the consistency that he wanted all season long.
And Harris drops them both. And for Harris, not the way he wanted to start the first year of his 4-year deal.
And, you know, given that he was in and out of the lineup and fighting injuries, I don't think it's something that he should worry about. I mean, Harris is still an outstanding player. He's got tremendous upside, and I think he's going to be outstanding as he grows in the league.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Jokic. Over Whiteside, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist from Harris.
Love seeing this from Harris. I mean, proving how effective he can be as a passer.
Here's Lillard. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Deep 2 from Murray. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. I mean, he's really good at reading the defense and really good at quick shooting.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Another shot. Here's Whiteside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Whiteside's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively. All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Jamal Murray. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 18 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Jokic, no good. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
They've pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Here is Porter, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And that one, good. 7 points for Jamal Murray.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
And it's Jokic missing. Trailblazers leading by 5. Anthony dishes to McCollum. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. McCollum's got 6.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Shot from 6. Lets it go from deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And that's now 10 points for Jamal Murray.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Down low, here's Porter. Murray finds Porter. Millsap misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
You'd have to go far and wide to find any fan that doesn't enjoy watching Nikola Jokic play. This big fella is so smooth. He's got guard skills in a big man's body, and his game is so efficient. I love watching him work.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Porter. And with Jokic, passing and playmaking, Clark, are his trademarks.
Well, I tell you what, the Joker is some kind of special as a big guy. His passing and touch and field and shot making, He really impressed me with all of that. He does everything you want from a center on the offensive end of the court and does it in his own unique, special way. He's a delight to watch. Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Lillard attacking. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Morris kicks to Murray. It's stolen. Here's Trent, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, despite the bittersweet ending for the Nuggets, what a great year that team had. Won their division and finished second in the West. Outstanding season that had them falling out in the second round. But nonetheless, kudos to the Nuggets.
And he makes both free throws. Hey, Clark, and with the Nuggets, what a series it was against the Blazers.
And, you know, arguably, guys, I think the most exciting series of the postseason, a Game 7 and a 4 overtime game. I remember staying up. I couldn't believe that I continued to stay up for that game. It was just that good, even though the hour was late in the East. I think the Nuggets can keep their heads up high, and they're going to be a factor in the West going forward.
Here's Murray after Nasir Little's bucket. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Denver making a switch here. Harris is checked in. .158 left to play in the first quarter. Inside, here's Lillard. And Grant sends it back. He dishes it to Barton. Morris with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Grant. 2 on the clock. Barton from outside. Buries it from three-point range.
A shot Barton can make, that one is. So if you're the defender, you have to at least honor that.
Lillard against Morris. Lillard. Oh, what a dunk!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Morris with the bucket.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Lillard scanning the floor. Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Morris into the lane. Here's Plumlee. Nurkic with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Here's Harris.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Can't take the reach and length of Barton lightly, effective at using it to snuff out shots.
Lillard.
There's 31 seconds left in the first. Three-pointer, Lillard.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Denver, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Jeremy Grant is out there with Plumlee, and it's Morris in at the point.
Two.
That free throw, no good. Clark, I'm going to get a little detailed here, but in terms of footwork in the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes. But when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb, absolutely superb. Joel Embiid comes to mind, big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet, not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it there.
Good names. For Portland, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Grant outside. He kicks it to Morris. Back to Grant. There's the pass to Barton. And he's good on the 3-ball. Barton's got 6.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
Lillard from outside. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here is Morris. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the layup.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Feeds it to Lillard. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Lillard against Morris. To the middle. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Plumlee.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Trent. Lillard outside. And another 3 for Portland.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Plumlee. And one area, Clark, that Mason Plumlee doesn't get enough credit in is his playmaking. He does a great job at that as a center.
I could not agree with you more. He's an outstanding passer, but when you're playing with Jokic, you sometimes get overlooked in terms of how well he passes it. But he does a good job and is really solid off the bench. Plumlee moves well, he's active, and he's a rim protector defensively, too. Two.
First free throw is good. Vonleh's checked in for the Nuggets. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Portland leading by 10. Passes to Nurkic. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Harris looking it over. Nurkic with the double team. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Damian Lillard. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 26 points a game last year, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill, outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with a guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play. And that sends Gary Harris to the free throw line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. The Nuggets have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Rodney Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Shooting one.
That's good from Harris. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Who's watching CJ? Hey, yo. Right
McCollum against Harris.
Who's watching here? Step out of that.
And here's McCollum. He's got 6. 6 to shoot. Porter against Hood. It's good from long range. Hood's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Jokic. He has 5. Back to Harris.
No shot.
Pass to Porter. Over McCollum. Porter, no luck.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now Morris, following the three-point attempt by Rodney Hood. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball.
And once they rolled the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Denver calls timeout. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Exactly, dispatched in the conference semis, and so they'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge in this game. They should be highly motivated.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Nuggets, number 1. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
So many second-chance opportunities for both of these clubs a season ago, and they really took advantage.
Now, here's Murray. He's got 12. Pass to Jokic.
Set up. Watch him.
Denver passing it around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
You know, it took a little time for Jokic to understand how to draw contact and get himself to the foul line, but he's figured it out now.
Two.
First one falls for him.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
And Jokic drops them both. You know, Greg, Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Outside, Porter.
Screen.
And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 31. Hood finds McCollum.
White side.
Murray with the defensive effort.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, you look at Monte Morris, this former Iowa State Cyclone, really an ideal option as a backup point guard because he's efficient and gets a lot done in limited playing time.
Two.
And that one misses. And Morris Clark, a second-round pick in 2017. He came alive in his sophomore season.
I love the fact that he got his chance and he made the most of it, Kevin. He showed great poise and awareness, excellent in terms of his shot selection, and was highly productive as a scorer and playmaker off the bench.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Offensive rebound, Whiteside. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Lillard against Morris. The three. But they get it back. Lillard, right side, over Morris. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
The pass to Jokic. Over Whiteside. Jokic, no good. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Portland. Here's McCollum. The teardrop falls in. McCollum's got 8 points.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Morris finds Jokic. Passes it to Murray. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
You know, you look at Jamal Murray, and this guy just seems to be a natural scorer. Has no problem scoring the basketball from anywhere and all angles. Has tremendous confidence at the offensive end. And, guys, I think he's just scratching the surface.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Murray. And with the way Murray scores, Clark, he's a great fit for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin, because the team has plenty of playmakers and guys like Jokic, and that takes some of the playmaking pressure away from Murray. It allows Murray to simply just focus on what he does best, which is put the ball in the basket.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And, you know, early on, Murray has proven to be an impressive scorer. Now he just needs to improve as a passer and defender.
McCollum outside. Pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Lillard's got 36. The Nuggets trail by 17. Murray left side. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yes, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing, and then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Banked in off the glass. 9 points for Jokic.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. McCollum deciding where to go with it. It's good from the top of the key. McCollum's got 10 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Jokic. Here's Porter. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now here's Hood. He's got 5. Whiteside finds Lillard. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Lillard's got 38 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pass to Millsap. Now, here's Jokic. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Here's Anthony. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Morris inside, covered by Lillard, and stolen by Whiteside. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 19. Porter passes to Murray. From deep, sinks the three-pointer. Murray's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer. Somebody who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the floor off the catch or dribble.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 38 in the game. Anthony in the corner. That one doesn't go. Now Denver takes it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And Morris drops them both. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Trailblazers leading by 14. Here's Trent. 17 seconds left now here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. The shot misses. Plumlee with some nice D. Outside for Murray. Buries the long-range jumper. Murray's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Trailblazers lead by 11. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 38 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last game as he has been dominant in the first half tonight. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
Great production out of Lillard tonight, but you know he's a top 10 scorer pretty much every year. One of the most confident players in the game.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Hood, and it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket for Murray. Lillard dishes to McCollum. It's hauled in by Harris. Denver's gone 7 of 9 on 3-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range.
Man, what a season it was for the Nuggets and Coach Mike Malone. He helped the Nuggets move into elite status in the West. You know, they went from out of the playoffs in 2018 to second in the West in 2019.
Hey, yo, get on Dave.
Lillard against Murray. From deep. Lillard misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And Clark, the media recognizing Malone by naming him a Coach of the Year finalist.
Well, you think about the way the Nuggets defense improved last year. It's testimony to Mike Malone and his attention to detail, particularly at the defensive end. The roster's all in on Malone as their leader, and that means the Nuggets are going to be a force for a while.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
And Harris drops them both. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third.
Yo, check that.
Lillard against Murray. The feed to Carmelo. Jacks up a 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now the pass to Jokic. Fires from 18. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Paul Millsap.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
McCollum against Harris. Lillard outside. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instinct. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Fades and shoots. That one falls. Anthony's got 11.
Boy, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Now Murray, and he has 28 points for the game. And Whiteside sends it back. Over in the corner, Lillard. And that one goes long.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Harris passes to Jokic. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
And it had been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade, a chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, guys, it's really obvious that Jokic wants to keep getting better. I mean, he's got a lot of tools, and I think the sky's the limit.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Trailblazers leading by 5. Whiteside trying to break free. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
Murray against McCollum. Murray, the pass to Millsap. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Harris finds Jokic. Left side, Hood. Here's McCollum. Over to the wing. They shoot again. The second effort. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Millsap. For 3, Harris. Portland grabs the miss. Anthony's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hood, the pass to Anthony, and it's good for 2.
Timeout.
Anthony's got 15.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Damian Lillard, 3rd.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Feeds it to Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
He hits the second from the line. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's McCollum. Offensive rebound, Whiteside, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
You know, guys, you've got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
Free throw, good, Whiteside. Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in. And both free throws good from Whiteside. And Denver has possession. It's a 10-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
To the inside. Here's Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Anthony. A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Hood. Good on both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Here's Barton. Lays it up and banks it in. Barton's got 8.
Yeah, you know what? I think Barton does a nice job hitting the boards. Would love more of that kind of intensity from it.
Back to Lillard. Tries again. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Passes it to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Millsap. Shoots a fader. And it's Portland with the rebound. McCollum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And that one's good. Millsap
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Lillard fires away from way outside. That shot no good. And it's Denver the other way.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half. This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Portland leading by 7. Now here's McCollum. He's got 12. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Plumlee is checked in for the Nuggets. Grant comes in for Harris.
Shooting one.
Hey, that's all you.
The Nuggets trail by 10.
Come on, get on Murray.
Murray surveying the D. Softly drops in the floater. Murray's got 36.
He's super hard to guard is Jamal Murray because he's got all the shots, including recognizing when to use the floater.
Here we go. Get it going.
Trent passes to Lillard. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Grant.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Murray kicks to Plumlee. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 8. Here's Lillard, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Back to Murray, and he banks in the layup. Murray's got 38 points.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Hey, yo, right there.
Here's Lillard. Count it, good. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Outside Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The fadeaway. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Lillard outside. And another one falls.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Denver calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Morris is checked in for Denver.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Mason Plumlee. How he did last season. He was around 7 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game. Plumlee finds Grant. Morris with the ball. Floats one, and he lays it up and in. Morris has got 8 points.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Lillard, and yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard outside. Off target from outside. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Grant really embraces contact, relishes it, as a matter of fact. He has no fear going to the rim or going into a shot.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team, he means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
One shot.
And, you know, Grant, a second-round pick, has worked hard for his minutes in the NBA. He's an exceptional athlete who plays with a real edge, a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Here's Trent. He's covered by Murray. From the baseline. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets, trailing by 10. 1:19 left to play in the third. Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Kicks it to Nurkic. There's the pass to Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Back to Nurkic. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Ariza with the bucket.
Man, love the size Ariza has down low, using his long arms to get off shots inside.
Passes it to Murray. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Murray's got 40 points.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Barton against Ariza. Nurkic trying to get open. Ariza with the bucket. Ariza's got 6 points.
Kevin, no stopping Ariza on the drive. Even with contact, he gets to the rim with ease.
Down low. Murray, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Great positioning on the putback. Little's got his second basket.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We come back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Trailblazers leading by 9. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Porter. Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Jokic in at the center filling out the middle.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Nuggets trail by 11. Morris passes to Jokic. In the corner, it's Plumlee. Clock at 6.
Kick it out.
And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton.
Jokic doing a nice job getting right to the spot and capitalizing, taking advantage of the high percentage shots.
Hood against Porter. Lillard from outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Morris with the bucket.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Pass to Lillard. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. No good on the shot.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. And a switcher also for Denver. Harris is checked in. That one misses.
Way to get the rebound, Hassan.
And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's McCollum. Whiteside, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
And it's sent back by Jokic. It's 2-on-1. Here's Porter. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Denver.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Yusuf
One
Nurkic.
shot.
Free throw good, Porter. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. Anthony right side. Portland no good that time either. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They've scored 10 straight. Here's Porter. A miss that time would have put him up. Portland leading. Hood with it. Now guarded by Barton. The three from McCollum, and the three ball is good.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Barton with it. Pass to Jokic. Takes the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And Clark, one thing that makes Will Barton so good is that he fits right in among any group of players.
And I like the pace he plays with, guys. He doesn't seem to force the issue. He lets the game come to him, and when he has opportunities to explode, he usually does. He's always moving. He's active at both ends. He's a high-quality performer.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And no good had a chance to take the lead there.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
The pass to Jokic.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops. And Jokic drops them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Passes to Trent. Hood up top. Over Porter. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lets a floater go. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Anthony. And a wide open look for Hood. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
And Whiteside sends it back. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. They get the rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Boy, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Now, here's Jokic. Not a lot of room. And Barton throws it down.
Boy, what a smooth and skilled passer Jokic is. For a big guy, he's extremely dangerous at dropping dimes in the pick and roll.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. Drops in the layup for two.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And here's Barton. Four on the clock. Vonleh. And Whiteside sends it back. Goes up on the wing. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Pass to Jokic. And here is Harris. Back to Jokic. No good on the three. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Trent. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Noah Vonleh, and Murray's subbed in for Barton. So he gets them both. The Nuggets trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray finds Jokic from the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Anthony. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And it's really easy to see that Millsap is a tough guy. He doesn't mind mixing it up a little. You look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer, and he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Out left to the wing. Whiteside finds McCollum. 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot, and it's good, 2 points. Lillard's got 56 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Anthony's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Murray, and there's the pass to Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And Jokic drops them both. Trailblazers leading by 9. Now Lillard. Pass to McCollum to the inside. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got his 8th assist in the game. Harris outside. Pass to Jokic, and stolen by Whiteside. He kicks to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Now here's Whiteside. There's the 3. McCollum, no good. Millsap against Lillard. They get a hand on it. Jokic trying to free himself up, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Millsap.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I like about Paul Millsap, Kevin, is he's relentless. There's no let up when he's out there. I mean, he goes after every ball.
To the middle, here's Hood. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's now 7 points for Rodney Hood. Here's McCollum, and it's sent back by Millsap. Dishes it to Murray. The pass to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half, going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
And Jokic drops them both.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Here's Lillard. And good. He hits it again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. The Nuggets trail by 11. Murray outside. Outside Millsap. And the three off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Whiteside. Lillard from outside. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. There's the double team from Whiteside. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
Millsap, this time with the catch and fire, showing off his versatility.
Lillard against Murray. Lets it go from 14. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
Lillard.
Portland with the ball.
Wait a second, Nico.
1:33 left to play here in the fourth. Second shot opportunity. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Leading by 12. Drills the three-pointer.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Portland.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Man, always nice to get win number 1 against the opponent. You'll be seeing a total of this matchup 4 times over the course of the year. So they set the tone tonight, though, for their season series against Denver.
Take a break.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lillard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
That free throw good for Millsap. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions, and the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. To adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Here's Trent. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
It's Whiteside, top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Hood trying to break free, and the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Swanigan, he's checked in for Whiteside. Zach Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Mario Hezonya's checked in for Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Murray with the bounce pass. Collins against Jokic. Over Collins. And that one's good, Jokic.
Showing off that nice mid-range jumper. Jokic knows he has the green light to take these shots.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Simons. Good defense by Jokic.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Simons. So the Trailblazers win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.